Hello everybody and welcome back. Root Beer here, and we're just starting part C now. So the last 5 questions in the 2006 grade 8 Gauss paper. Hopefully you still have your pens ready. Let's dive in. Question 21. Nathalie has some quarters, dimes, and nickels. The ratio of number of quarters to number of dimes to number of nickels, so the order here matters with a ratio, that she has is 9 to 3 to 1. So for every 9 quarters, she has 1 nickel. Or for every 1 nickel, she has 9 quarters. Okay, things like that. The total cost of these coins is $18.20. So we need to know a little bit about Canadian currency. Quarters are $0.25, dimes are $0.1, and nickels are $0.05. But as it's a majority Canadian written contest, this isn't a problem for most people, although I am aware that some of the Waterloo contests are written internationally. So I mention this only in case you didn't know the currency of Canada, how our coin system works. And now you can pause and try the question on your own again. Alright, so now our question is, how many coins does Nathalie have? Okay. So, we want how many coins, so that means the sum of the number of quarters, dimes, and nickels. Alright. So, one thing we could do is we could say, let Q be the number of quarters, let D be the number of dimes, and the number of nickels. We actually don't need to do that, because we have the ratio of all of these. So, what we can do with our fresh paper is we can say a ratio of 9 to 3 to 1 means that we can find a number K. It doesn't have to be K, but I'm choosing K. So that the number of quarters is 9K. The number of dimes is 3K. And the number of nickels is just 1K, or K. Okay? That's what having this ratio means. It means that you can find some number K. It doesn't have to be an integer. Although it probably will, considering the number of nickels has to be an integer. But in general, the number K for a ratio doesn't have to be an integer. It just happens to be in this case. And for most contests, up until maybe a late Cayley question, that sort of thing. So, this is the number of each type of coin. So the total number of coins, which is the thing we want, we should always keep our goal in mind, which is how many coins does Nathalie have? Okay, so the number of coins is the number of quarters plus the number of dimes plus the number of nickels, and we can simplify that to 13K. So now all we need to do is figure out, well, what is this K number? Multiply it by 13, and we're done. Okay. Well, we know that the total of the money is $18.20, or $18.2. So that's the total amount of money she has. So she's got NK quarters. Well, quarters are worth, as I said, $0.25. She's got 3K dimes, and dimes are worth $0.1. And then she's got K nickels, and that's worth $0.05. So we can set this equation up. One thing I can do is I can factor out a K, and then I'll get 9 times 0.25 plus 3 times 0.1, and then just 0.05. Okay? So now that the K's out, I can simplify this, either by hand calculation or by calculator. 9 times 25, so 9 is 3 squared, 25 is 5 squared, so together that should be 15 squared, which is 225. 3 times 0.1, that one's pretty quick to finish off. And then there's nothing to do here at the end. And now we add these up. Adding the 0.3, we get 255, and then adding another 5, we get 2.6. So 2.6. Alright, so now if I just want k, and I do, I can rearrange this with a division and solve for k. So k has no units, so it's very nice that we have $sign over $sign, because these guys are going to cancel each other out. Okay. And now, well, what else is there to do? I'm going to try and avoid using my calculator, although, you know, if your calculator's quick for you, use your calculator. Dividing by 2 on the top and bottom, we get 9.10 and then 1.3. 13 and 91 is 7. Right? We can just double check that. 7, and then we get 1, carry the 2, and then, yeah. So that's got an extra 0 there at the end. Fine. So, yeah, the answer is k is equal to 7. And now we just take that and plug it into the total number of coins. So that's 13 times k, but that's 13 times 7, and that is 91. So that should be our final answer, and we'll take a look. Is 91 in here amongst the answers? It absolutely is. It's D. Now, I wonder, and this is just me thinking aloud after the question's over, we know that k has got to be an integer because you can't have like a half number or anything of nickels. So k is an integer. So the total number of coins is 13 times an integer. It should be a multiple of 13. How many of these are multiples of 13? Well, E isn't. C isn't. B, A, and D are, however. So that would have at least eliminated 2 of our options. But not a whole, not enough. I was hoping it would narrow it down to 1 or maybe 2. But I guess they thought of that. Oh well. That's question number 21, and that's an answer of D. In the next video, we're going to take a look at question 22. I'll see you guys then.